funny thing about living here, right, is that there are people from all over the world, as we saw tonight, right? There are people from Sudan, there's lots of people from Egypt. Everybody wants to talk about the Indians, somehow. Now, you might find this surprising, but I am actually from India, right? Even though I don't sound like some of the other Indians, and I can do the head thing, but I don't bring it out all the time, right? But what's funny is that I forget that when people meet me, all they see is the Indian part, right? And they don't know the rest of the part. And white people, especially in Doha, they get freaked out by this, right? So you're at a party, someone comes up to you, like, yeah, you know, my name is Arthur. What is your name? I'm like, I'm Hannah. And then Arthur's like, you're American? Like, well, yeah, you know, I moved to the States when I was young, I went to school there. And he's like, but you sound like an American. And it's like white people get offended, right, that there's some brown people that they didn't get over on, right? So it's always the Australians and the British that are like, you're American? There's one of you we didn't get to in our colonial empire, right? And they want to know how this happened. And I forget that people, when they see me, they think Indian all the time. So the other day, I was taking our kid to the haircut place. So we're at the haircut place. I'm on the phone. The kid's asleep. We're waiting for our turn because they give you these numbers. And so the guy's like, "What do you want me to do?" I'm like, "What do you want me to do? What do you mean? What do I want you to do? We're 15. What number are you on?" He's like, 13. He's like, "What should I do?" I said, well, we're waiting for 15. And then he turns to this like really cute, beautiful girl sitting in the chair. He's like, what do you want me to do with her hair? And I'm like, I'm not her mother. And the kid turns around, she's Indian. So of course I was like, just shave it off. You know. Round of applause for my husband. You thought there was an Indian guy that was going to come out of the door, right? And so you're like, who is this Chinese guy? And how are they together? We met in Doha 5 years ago. We got married. We had a kid. You can imagine the kid that this union produced does not look Indian, right? Much to the confusion of everyone on a Qatar Airways flight, especially the staff, right? So I go to the bathroom and then I come back. Right, and I don't know where the kid and Dave are. You know, I ask the flight attendant, "Hey, have you seen my husband and the kid?" And then they're like, "Husband? Who's your husband?" I'm like, "You know, the guy that was sitting right here." And they're like, "The Chinaman? The Chinaman is your husband?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "That's your baby?" Like, "Yeah." "You're not the nanny?" I'm like, "Oh."